You tourist! What do you think you're doing?
Is this the place where we booked the open-top bus?
No, it is down the road. Approximately 3.5 kilometers.
Heck, those are some pants. Do they sell them here?
No, you are being foolish. If you have inquiries, please use the doorbell.
Whoa, Rome. One hell of a place, huh?
The plaque reads, Monastery of the Order of St. Michael. So this place is a monastery? The possibility of Anna Maria being a nun is becoming all too real.
Sorry, sir. This place is restricted. If you require entrance to the Vatican, you must go to the visitor center.
Oh, shucks. See, I'm over here from Texas looking for my high school sweetheart. She upped and signed on the line for you good folk just before we was due to get hitched.
Which department, please?
Shoot, I don't know. Nun department, I guess.
Are you trying to be funny, sir? Do you wish me to put you in jail for the night?
Heck no, I've had my fill of jails just looking for Emmeline.
A likely story. Nun department indeed. If you continue with this charade, I shall be forced to have you arrested. Do you understand?
Guess it's true. Europe just ain't America's friend anymore. Excuse me, I'm looking for someone. Well, don't you understand English? Huh, the silent treatment, huh? My name is George, and I'm from the planet Patton. Take me to your leader. Now maybe he's training for a staring competition.
I don't want to waste my energy on him.
Hey there, I was wondering if you could help me. Hello? Well, maybe he can't speak English. I am looking for a friend. Can you help me? Huh, how rude. He won't even acknowledge that I'm here. Excuse me, anybody home? Not a peep. Is he real? Have I turned invisible? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What's the point? He's not talking. Boring, strangely dressed man.
Hello?
Ah, yes. I was wondering if you could help me.
I'll do my best. I'm Sister Serena. How can I help?
Can you tell me, have you seen this woman before?
I don't recognize the face, but I've only been here for about a year. Maybe she was here before my time.
Maybe. What can you tell me about the Holy Order of St. Michael?
Why, you're talking to one of its sisters.
So this building is part of the same place as the Holy Order?
That's correct, even though we are a separate entity. We fall under the umbrella of the Holy Order of St. Michael.
And what a beautiful umbrella that must be.
It's not a real umbrella.
Oh.
That's just a way of speaking.
Sure. Perhaps you can tell me, what is this place?
Why, we're the Sisters of Mercy Communion Wafer Supplies. We've been making communion wafers for over 70 years. The ladies of the wafer, they call us.
Ah, so you make the little wafers that people eat in church.
We'd prefer to think of them as humble slivers of bread, transformed through the miracle of transubstantiation into the body and blood of Christ himself.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Well, thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
Oh, really?
Yes, of course. Of course.
Excuse me.
Yes,
I was wondering if you could answer a few questions for me?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a shame. I was praying that you would.
Were you now? Praying sincerely?
Well, I didn't do the whole on the knees number.
All right. Since you have at least tried to ask nicely, I shall spare you a couple of minutes.
Have you ever seen this woman before?
No, never.
Are you sure? This looks like it was taken outside the doorway to the Holy Order.
Are you calling me a liar?
No, sorry. I was just...
If you must know, I haven't been here for very long. Perhaps she was before my time.
What can you tell me about the Holy Order of St. Michael?
It's been established for hundreds of years.
And this place is connected to the Order, correct?
Yes, we are a subsidiary of the Holy Order. Now, if you don't mind, I must return to my work.
So, what's a nun like you doing in a place like this?
Was that meant to be a joke?
Well, it didn't start out as one, but I think I took a wrong turn somewhere.
I don't like jokes.
What? Never?
Jokes distract from the pursuit of inner peace.
Oh. Heard the one about the actress and the bishop?
No, and I don't want to.
You're lost, sister.
Sister Angelica to you.
So, what do you do here?
I have pastoral responsibility for the nuns. Any problems and they come to me.
How long have you been making communion wafers?
How did you know we made communion wafers?
It says it in the guidebook.
Well, as it happens, we are the leading communion wafer developer in the world.
Way to go! Well, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
Looks like some kind of schedule. The nun's looking at it every now and then.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted one of those tissues on your desk.
Did it not occur to you to ask?
Sneeze first, ask questions later. That's what I was taught.
The trash can's full of papers and candy wrappers. Nothing useful. Where should I go? I'll go back to Anna Maria's apartment.
Hey, Nico, can you give me a hand?
What do you need, George?
Got it. The number for the wafer factory is 0039 06 6981 5956. Where should I go? I think I'll go to the Vatican.
Hello, Sisters of Mercy Communion Wafer Supplies. Sister Serena speaking. How may I help you?
I would like to speak to a Sister Angelica of the Sisters of Mercy, please.
Certainly. Who may I say is calling?
It's Brother Angus from St. Peregrine's, please.
Just one moment, please. Sister Angelica, phone call.
It's her schedule for the day. Looks like the health inspector's coming. Here she is. Time to put this back where I found it.
Hello, Sister Angelica.
You again. What is it this time?
Right? My name is Henry Steiner, and I am the health inspector.
But, you're not due to arrive until tomorrow.
They fall for it every time.
This is highly irregular. We're not ready.
You're supposed to be always ready. Let's see what your boss has to say.
No, wait. I'm sure it's all right. Come to the door at the side and I'll let you in.
Thank you so much, sister.
The Sisters of Mercy welcome you, Mr. Steiner. You're in luck. We're just about to run a batch. My assistant, Sister Serena, will give you the tour.
The complete tour, I hope? No exceptions?
Of course. Follow me, please.
I better keep Herr Steiner going till I can find a way through this place and into the monastery.
This factory has been the centre of wafer production in Rome for nearly 80 years now. In 2000, we decided to automate the process, hence the Communion Companion 5XLI.
The Communion Companion 5XLI?
Why, yes.
Carry on?
This machine has revolutionized our wafer production process and maximized output. First, the wafer ingredients are fed into the mixer to make the dough. The dough is then fed along the conveyor and into the cutter. From the cutter, the biscuits are...
Stop!
Oh,
You said biscuits.
I mean wafers.
Yes, you do. Carry on.
Oh, anyway, the wafers are transferred to the ovens for baking. From the oven, they are cooled in the fresh air. Then the wafers are packed, ready for delivery all over the globe. Thank you for visiting the Sisters of Mercy and enjoy your stay in our beautiful city. That oven is extremely hot, Mr. Steiner. Please be careful.
I see no warning sign.
It's not ready.
Not ready? Not ready?
We were expecting you tomorrow.
Dear, oh dear. This will have to go down in my little book.
Oh. Please, that's sensitive machinery. Only Sister Angelica may touch the holy machine. And besides, you're not wearing your protective gloves.
Aha! Very good. You're familiar with the Holy Cleanliness Handbook, I see.
Oh, yes, sir. I have a copy of it next to my bed.
Really? You do? I mean, a gold star for you, my dear. Now, why can I not touch the machine without gloves?
Because you'd get the machine dirty?
True. But really, it's to avoid catching the parasites which inhabit the flower in the dough.
Yuck. Is that the truth?
My dear sister, who is the expert?
You are, Mr. Steiner, sir. Mr. Steiner, please don't put your hands into the cutter. The blades are so sharp.
Safety first. Well done, sister. Are you the designated first aider here?
Well, no. But I took a course.
Did you pass?
No. Apparently my mouth-to-mouth wasn't up to scratch.
Oh, really? Such a pretty mouth, too.
What?
I said it was a very tough exam.
Excuse me, but that room is closed off. It's never used.
So, no food processing goes on in there?
It's been locked as long as I've worked here.
I need to get into the monastery, and the door's locked anyway.
That is a sterile area, Mr. Steiner. Please don't touch the cooling bay.
And how often is this wiped down?
Before cooling commences and then directly afterwards.
Correct.
No, you mustn't do that. It could contaminate the whole batch.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
Thank goodness. If I ruined a whole batch, I'd be exiled to some distant diocese for life.
Let contamination be your enemy, sister.
Going somewhere, Mr. Steiner?
Double check everything. That's my motto.
Not down there, I'm afraid. Papal permission is required to enter the monastery.
Not even the Pope himself can stand in the way of health and safety.
I think you'll find he can. Goodbye.
Oh, God, if I could only get rid of her.
Please don't touch those, Mr. Steiner.
Oh, what are they for?
You never know when a church might run dry of wafers or wine.
But surely they should be prepared for the communion.
Anything can happen. Flash flooding, fires.
Acts of God.
Exactly. Oh, Mr. Steiner, this is a clean area.
Yes, I knew that. I was just checking you knew the rule book too. Are you in charge of this area?
Yes, that's where I pack the wafers for dispatch.
So this area is a food-free zone?
Yes, I never eat food in this area.
Never?
No, never.
Never ever?
No, never ever ever.
We'll see.
That box looks like it's quite precariously balanced. One small movement, and it's gonna fall.
That pile of boxes is a health hazard. All it needs is one person to knock them over, and there'll be wasted wafers everywhere. Please, make sure they're safe.
Of course. I'll check them now.
Serena's tidying the boxes. She's not interested in me for the moment. It's a half-packed box of communion wafers. Nah, they won't miss one.
No, that still won't do. Look how easily I can tip the boxes over.
I'm sorry, Mr. Steiner. I'll get right on it.
The lives of the innocent are in your hands, my dear. Yeah, it's wrong, but it feels so good, too. This'll shake her for a while. Sister Serena, could I see you here for a moment, please? What is that?
Oh, my word. How on earth? I don't believe it.
Section 12 of Bylaw 38B, Section C, clearly states that all areas for the packing of food must be kept separate from the areas of food consumption. I thought you said you never eat around this area.
I don't know how... Oh, it can't be. But I never...
This is a clear violation, and the penalty for violations is severe.
Please, let me clean it up. I'll double-check everything. I don't want to go back to polishing candlesticks.
Ha! Polishing! You should be so lucky. We are talking prison here.
Prison? Holy Mother!
Oh, do stop that ridiculous display.
But I feel so guilty.
And you are. However,
Yes?
if you ensure there's not a scrap of food remaining, I might overlook the matter.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll get right on it.
The place has to be spotless.
Of course. Will you be okay looking round on your own?
Well, I shall just have to be.
Fantastic. Now I've got the run of the place. It says on the side, emergency communion pack, wafers and wine. Emergency pack? Strange concept. Who'd run out of wafers and wine? The box is firmly taped down. I'm not going to be able to open it quietly that way. I'll have that, thank you very much. It's a miniature bottle of red wine with a screw cap. Very classy. I can just see into the mixing machine. Large blades are spinning and mixing a fresh batch of dough.
I'm a naughty, 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 naughty health inspector.
Now all I have to do is let it work its way through.
Now then, Sister Serena, the next batch is ready. I'm sure you appreciate perfection, Mr. Steiner.
Oh, yes, but I rarely witness it. Outside my own bailiwick, of course.
Bailiwick?
Bless you.
Well, here we go. The next batch of classic wafers.
Oh, dear. So this is the color of perfection?
But how could this happen?
Two little words, Sister Angelica. Sloppy maintenance.
But that machine is cleaned every day.
In this case, it would seem cleanliness is not next to godliness. I have no choice but to close this place down.
Please, no. We have a large order to complete.
Such a shame I was not made more welcome.
Oh, Mr. Steiner, there must be something we can do.
One so rarely hears the word sorry these days. Wouldn't you agree, sister?
Sorry? Oh, I see. Mr. Steiner, I am very sorry for this terrible lapse.
With feeling?
Very, very sorry.
Well, I suppose if you can fix it now, then I might overlook the issue. But it has to be spotless.
Of course. You make yourself comfortable, and we'll knuckle down to it.
Locked. Sister Angelica's locked the door to her office. Maybe she doesn't trust me. Damn, the gate's locked. And I don't like the idea of climbing over it, not with those spikes. Damn, garden's full of monks.
Can I help it if I love shrubs?
Hey, you! You can't come in here! Guards!
Locked. That thing isn't gonna budge. I wonder what they're keeping down there. If I open that door, I'll be spotted. I need to keep a low profile. The door is either very heavy or just locked. I'm sure it's the latter. Jackpot. Plush. I'm in the wrong business. Interesting taste in paintings, too. Books on conspiracy and the art of war? Strange collection to find in a monastery. Know your enemy, I guess. Locked. All books in foreign languages. Whoever owns this collection either speaks in many tongues or just wants to impress his pals. Wow! A copy of Poussin's The Ark of Ashdod. That's a painting I studied in comparative religions back in Idaho. The Lord threw the people of Ashdod into despair. He plagued them with tumors, and their cities swarmed with rats. No wonder they gave the ark back to the Israelites. The image of an angel carved into the frame sits serenely at the bottom right of the painting. There's a large crack around her neck. Now, why carve that? The rancid corpse of mother and child. Another child still alive watches on. Well, this is terrible. The Lord threw the people of Ashdod into despair. The ark of the God of Israel must not stay here with us, because his hand is heavy upon us and upon Dagon our God. Books all related to religious studies. Funny, I can't see a version of the Bible in here. books from all over the world on many subjects. Oh, is that a first edition of War and Peace? It's a file with Anna Maria's name written on the front.
What do you think you're doing?
Office supplies, routine follow-up. Gotta make sure you got no problem with the drawers.
What? Monsignor Devlin!
Anyhow, these look tip-top to me. Well done. Would you like to comment on our after-sales service?
You called, Your Eminence?
Escort this gentleman to the street. I believe he is lost.
Oh, one last thing. What do you know about Anna Maria?
What? Get him out of here now. And make sure these doors are locked so this doesn't happen again.
Ah, Father Gregor.
His Eminence, is he...
A storm in a teacup, Father. Office supplies. Was that the best you could come up with?
Stinks, huh?
What are you now? A journalist?
A lawyer.
And your connection with this Anna Maria?
I knew in New York some people were trying to kill her.
Extraordinary.
I know. The mafia, would you believe? Anyhow, I heard she worked here.
Tell him, Monsignor.
Anna Maria was indeed part of our order. She worked here in the library. 2 years ago, she stole some manuscripts and disappeared.
The scandal was kept out of the papers.
The Cardinal was furious. He vowed to find her and bring her to justice.
His wrath is most terrible to behold.
Yeah, most terrible, all right.
We have always feared the worst, the poor, misguided child.
But there can be no place for scandal here, sir.
Here, my card.
But please, no publicity.
I understand. Goodbye, Father. Monsignor, goodbye. So, I'm a little closer to knowing what's going on. And at least Anna Maria wasn't officially a nun when we... time to get back to Nico. Hey, Nico, I found out some things about Anna Maria.
Really?
Well, she's not a nun. At least, not anymore.
I had reached the same conclusion. It would be strange for a nun to have a shelf full of books on particle physics.